Police brutality exists. For police officers to take our time, to waste the time of an entire nation, talk about they never heard of police brutality, they don't know what black people are talking about, they can't prove it. We know in Detroit, anytime a black person is brutalized by the police, he goes into court and he's arrested for assault and battery. Now the basic issue is so simple and nobody will even touch it because you're afraid to touch it. You are deliberately trying to evade the issue. Everybody is talking about
Reverend Clegg, if you can hear me.
The thing is that in the United States we are engaged in a power struggle between black people and white people. You don't want to say it. You don't want to hear it said. You want to talk to somebody else. You got a nut sitting there someplace who says he's a police official who hasn't said one thing all night. There is a power struggle going on, and black people have decided they're not going to tolerate oppression any longer. Now, police brutality is a very deliberate thing. It's a part of American life. America has decided that black people are to be kept in subjection. It's an army of occupation that the white power structure keeps in the black ghetto. We know. Now, don't talk about what is the incident, how much it is. We know what it is.
Reverend Clegg, let me ask you a question.
Knows it. White people know it. Throughout America, white people know what white policemen are doing.
Let me ask you a question, Professor Reverend Clegg.
You know what it is. Everybody knows what it is. Now, black people are not going to permit police brutality to go on.
Reverend Clegg.
In every city in America.
Reverend Clegg.
We had in almost 100 cities race violence last summer. If police brutality continues, we'll have it in 200 cities next summer. Now, white people know that. Something has got to be done about it. We are wasting time. Let's come to the issue.
I can't seem to get Reverend Clegg's ear, and without seeming to seem irreverent or disrespectful, we're going to shift to Philadelphia, where the chief of police of Detroit is in the Philadelphia studio, Chief Parcell. Can you add something to this dialogue, Mr. Parcell?
Yes,
You're the president, I believe, of the Detroit Police Officers Association. Are you on leave from your duties as chief?
I'm not the chief of police. I'm the head of the Police Officers Association.
I stand corrected. Please go ahead.
I'd certainly like to answer the Reverend Clegg. I think there's been many self-appointed leaders throughout the Negro community who have stated that they represent the Negro. And I think it's a proven fact that in these areas where they had a vote for police officers, and right in Watts, right after the riot there, they voted on a pension system for the Los Angeles police officers, and it collected 75% out of the Watts area. In Detroit, where there was over 600,000 Negroes, very few of these people participated in the riot. And I think that in the next week there's going to be a committee of Negro leaders, business leaders, stand up and make a statement, make a combined statement that no one speaks for them. Rat Brown don't speak for them. Reverend Clegg doesn't speak for them.
Officer Parcell, would you address yourself more specifically to the problem in Detroit rather than the problem elsewhere?
Yes.